I was born in 1988.
1996.
2007.
1987.
I was born in 2005.
The earliest memory of phones that I have, in general, was with my grandparents. They had a rotary phone. I played with it because I was a kid. I didn't really know what was going on, but if it moved, I was that kind of kid. If it moved, I messed with it.
My grandfather having a Nokia cell phone that was about yay big. I remember it because it had Snake on it.
My mom being on the phone, and then
Like her own phone?
yeah, her own phone. She'd be talking to somebody, and like she would do the thing where, like on a call, she would be talking to someone and then be like, "Okay, bye," like 7 times, and I'm like 5 at the time, so I keep I keep being like, "Okay, she said bye. Okay, I can't wait to tell her about like my blanket that I messed up."
It's probably like a corded phone, landlines. Just remembering that cord just like being like 20 feet long that you could go all around the house and just talk anywhere you want, just going in your bedroom door, shutting in, and just make sure the cord was underneath the jam and just talking with your friends for hours.
I do remember when I was like really young, well not really young, I think it was up till I was like 7 years old. We had a like landline, a house phone. And I would remember, well, no one would really call us on it. It was just like, it would ring occasionally and it would be like telemarketers.
The first phone I had was, like I said, we talked about this before. It was an old Motorola. It was inspired by Star Trek. I don't know if people know that. The first flip phones were inspired by the tricorders on Star Trek. And it was literally 3 times the size of this, probably 4 times as thick. You had to pull the antenna out, you folded the thing down, the button, it was insane.
We had a base phone with 2 phone bases, 2 receivers, a modern house phone. Something you pick up for maybe $20 nowadays. And you could pick up one line from the other and hear the other line as well.
I remember getting like an iPod Nano to play the like latest Angry Birds Star Wars that came out.
Well, phones now are used way more. It's way more interconnected to everything since you have the internet at your hands at all times.
Calling, like talking to family members or like...
The way phones used to be used, it was strictly for the most part. Again, there's always that's the word I'm looking for.
My memories of how they were used before versus now in regards to phones in general. The house phone is very outdated. Very few people still have them.
I guess very differently. I mean, I always seen them used for entertainment purposes, but like it's more so entertainment now comparative to then.
So before you used to just call your friends, call family, work if you needed to. Now you could call your friends. You could play games with them online on your phone. You could, look up news articles. You could do practically anything on your phone now.
You don't really see a lot of people calling anymore. It's usually texting or like people will like scroll on their phone through like Instagram Reels or Twitter or something like that and not really interact with people using the communication device.
For the most part, it was for official business. It was for, hey, call me when you're home. Hey, call me when you get there. Work-related stuff.
Cell phones, I noticed a lot more people use for essentially everything. Video, camera, photos, games. Games have come a long way on them. Looks at Flappy Bird, looks at whole-ass Resident Evil games being played on them, used for emulation.
Let me summarize it like this. I was at a bar, and I heard an old-timer. I'm 37, so take that with a grain of salt at this point. But they were older. They were what I would call a more established gentleman. Said, oh, these kids today with their phones, blah, 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 blah. They can never be off of them, blah, 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 blah. And he turned to me, and he said, he was like, what do you think? I said, sir, before I answer, I want you to take a look around this bar right now. I wasn't being smart ass. I was just take a look. And he did. We both did. Every single person was either on their phone or had their phone in front of them. Face up, face down, it doesn't matter. I don't care if they had just turned 21. I don't care if they were 82. If they had a phone, it was out in front of them. Because we have gotten used to the constant stimulation, we have gotten used to the constant entertainment, and we've gotten used to the constant connections.
It is startling how much you can do on a cell phone nowadays, rather than what you could in the past.